Hello, I'm Majegs and I recommend video games for busy people so that you can stop searching and start playing. And today I'm talking about Dave the Diver, which is a delightful side-scrolling scuba adventure with light restaurant management and a very lovable main character. Our titular hero, Dave, has signed on to be Bancho the sushi chef's personal ingredient grabber. Twice during the day and once in the evening, should he desire, Dave will descend into the mysterious shape-changing blue hole. It's a beautiful place where fish of all different sizes and shapes come together to live in nearly perfect harmony. That is until Dave rolls in to start abducting them using a veritable arsenal of tools with varying lethality, from a stun baton to an underwater rifle that launches fire bullets. Now, anyone who's been in water knows that everything is a little bit slower and a bit more sluggish, so while you're drifting through the blue hole spearing and slicing fish, you'll be doing it at a slow, relaxed pace. The game isn't built with a health system. Instead, your actual dive time is constrained by the gas in your tank, which can be conveniently refilled from plenty of power-ups scattered around the ocean bed. In addition to finding fish for Bancho, other characters will have jobs for Dave, ranging from gathering specimens for research to recovering lost, definitely not Amazon packages. It ensures that every dive is a little different and has plenty to do. I generally appreciated that most of the missions didn't have any time pressure or ways to fail. It meant I could spend as much or as little time gathering up those 5 red shells, or tracking down the gun shop guy's anime figurine that was lost beneath the waves. As a busy person, you too will appreciate the slow passage of time and generally lackadaisical pace. Sure, there will be interspersed moments of action as a lionfish tries in vain to spike you, or a barracuda lunges at you. Barracuda! But all in all, the dives are pretty chill. Should you get chomped by a cuda or a great white, fear not. While you will lose most of the items you found, the game permits you to select one item to surface with. So if you were just trying to wrap up a quest or get some rare ingredient, you can still elect to take that back to the top with you. It's not just wasted time. And that's a mechanic that lowers the stakes and says it's okay to run out of O2 sometimes. And as a busy person, the last thing you want is your time wasted by losing everything, so it takes the edge off just enough. After a morning and afternoon dive, presumably separated by an appropriate surface interval, Dave cruises over to Bancho's sushi shop to work the front of the house. Any sense of relaxation quickly ebbs away at Bancho's as customers show up ordering hors d'oeuvres while Bancho slings fish that you need to deliver before said customers get angry and leave bad reviews. That frenetic feeling persists until Dave rakes in enough dough to hire a bunch of employees who are then fine to cruise around and do pretty much everything, leaving Dave to just sit around being a pretty face. This short burst of activity is a great way to break up the core underwater loop and serves to inject a little bit of excitement and just a touch of restaurant management into Dave the Diver. It's no more than 5 minutes from open to close of Bancho's, so it's the perfect little mini-game. The money you earn from slinging that sushi can be reinvested into Dave's suit, letting him dive deeper, longer, carry more fish, or harpoon things better. Dave the Diver is a segmented game that allows you to modulate the amount of time you spend playing. 1 dive, 2 dives, a full day, the world's your oyster, my friends. At any point during the day, you can save and quit and pick up the next segment of that same day. If you just need a quick 20-minute break over lunch or while cooling down from mowing the lawn, you can hop in and get plenty done. As you might imagine, it's a slow-paced game with a lot of space to explore. The developers of the game cast aside any notion of immersion and gradually allow you to start your dive within the ocean instead of off the side of the boat, meaning there's less wasted time trying to get to particular biomes. But by far, the reason I am recommending this game is because it constantly challenges the expectations of the player. Sure, it's a game about diving with light restaurant management, and on first glance it seems to be nothing more. But then, aspects of a story show up detailing merfolk and underwater leviathans. You discover a seahorse racing track and underwater casino that lets you start racking up special underwater currency. You fight boss battles. It's like the developers kept saying,
"And now for something completely different."
It makes Dave the Diver a veritable treasure trove of variety, constantly shifting and changing the gameplay landscape like the blue hole itself. Not enough to make you forget the point of the game, but enough to where I was pretty consistently wondering what the developers were going to do next, and looking forward to them pushing the envelope and making something funny and different. Beyond just being enjoyable, I found the smorgasbord of gameplay options provided throughout Dave the Diver prevented any opportunity to burn out on the core gameplay loop. It's not something you see very often, and I think if you're the type of person who's looking for variety in your video game stimulation, Dave the Diver is a solid one-stop shop candidate. Dave the Diver is a phenomenal title oozing with charm and things to do. It's one more title in the list of great ocean-based games released this year, the other one being Dredge, obviously. Go check out my video for that if you want. The short cutscenes are comedic and excellently crafted, though after viewing them once or twice, I ended up skipping them most of the time in favor of just getting back to the game. Dave is an absolutely lovable character. He just wants to dive, but everyone he meets forces him to help with some random task. He's too nice to say no, so he just kind of rolls over and deals with it. And while you can't help but root for Dave, you are left wondering why such a technically talented diver is content waffling around in the shallows looking for shells so that a scientist can submit them as their own research. I bet he's not even listed as an author on the paper. As a busy person, I appreciate that I can pick and choose how long I play and how quickly I want to finish missions. I really appreciated that it's generally a slow-paced game with occasional injections of excitement through fish combat and restaurant management. For those reasons and more, I'm giving Dave the Diver 5 underwater fire guns out of 5 underwater fire guns. Highly recommended.